There he is. He might be the most dangerous man in the entire UFC. All right. I think he might be. Jared Cannonier back on top of the marquee Saturday UFC Fight Night, Las Vegas. Kelvin Gastelum will stand in front of you. Pleasure to talk with you, sir. Been a long time coming. I got to hear about these power crystals. How do I get this into my life, man?
Well, you got to study, man. You got to do your own research, find out what resonates with you, and then approach it that way. There's no one way of doing it. I found my way, and it is mine. And I can't just give it to everybody else. I can give everybody cues and whatnot, but I would say study, find the different reasons people use them, find whichever one resonates with you best, and have fun. Enjoy the journey.
All right. So this is what I like about Jared Cannonier. You're not afraid to say what you feel. You don't care what the people say, what they think. You're going to do things your own way. Have you always been like that, to the tune of your own band, so to speak?
To my core, yes, I have. But, I was raised Christian. I grew up in public school in America. So, I've been indoctrinated to a certain extent, but I'm glad to say that I broke free of a lot of those indoctrinating psychological mindsets. But I've always been this direct, honest. I'm not going to spare your feelings to give you the truth. That's for damn sure.
All right. Has that gotten into you into any trouble as a public figure at all?
Trouble with who?
I don't know, but
Can't
media, fans, bosses, sponsors. I don't know, whatever.
No, because I'm not a dummy. I'm not gonna go talking shit about Dana and his family or making those guys. I don't even know them. If anything, these guys are. I will say what I feel. You feel me? So they're doing their job, and I'm doing mine. So there's no bad blood, no ill intent, no ill will between me or any individual in particular. On top of that, has my demeanor got me in trouble? No, man. I'm a grown ass man. I'm legal, so I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not, you can't really say anything illegal. I mean, I'm sure they made some stupid ass laws to say they made stupid ass laws. But anyway, no, man, I don't really give anybody the power to be able to get me in trouble. You feel me?
I feel that.
I say the only person who I can get in trouble with is my wife. And, that's what it is.
You don't want that trouble, though. I get in that trouble all the time. It's not fun, all right?
But on top of that, man, but look here. I'm the man in my motherfucking house, right? And I'm a good man. I'm an honest man. And I do things the way that I would want things done with me. So I don't go treating people shitty or wrong or anything like that. Therefore, I can sit here and say I can do what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going around slapping kids or beating up old people or anything like that. So, with that, I can do what I want to do because what I want to do, I feel lines up, is righteous, if you will.
All right. Well, you say you're not illegal. What you do in the cage to the opponent sometimes, that could be, man. That's assault, brother, and you're very good at it. What is the mindset coming off the loss to Robert Whittaker where, okay, it's a loss, but, man, you did show out. You were coming on, as they say, down the stretch of that fight. Do you take a moral victory from there? Is it career reset now at age 37? Where's the mindset like entering this Gastelum bout?
Not necessarily a reset, just a continuation, man. The goal is only to be better. So why reset? I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't mess up. I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I did something wrong. I blocked the kick the wrong way. But other than that, I've stayed true to the path that I'm on. So nothing new except for a few skills that I've implemented, my level of fitness, my strength, my time in service, my experience, all that stuff. But nothing new as far as the mindset, just going there, smash this guy, beat the shit out of this guy, win emphatically, a flawless victory. Hopefully I want to get that finish. Dominant win, title shot next. Title win, the world next.
Now you
The
say
world win,
oh,
win the
wow.
world.
Oh, wow, this is going.
Yeah,
Still
man.
going.
Yeah, because
Now
we don't stop. The Earth doesn't stop. You know what I'm saying? There's other planets out there. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, I like that you say, no reset, you're still on your path. What do you think your path is? I mean, is it some guys are like, man, I've dreamt of this from day one that I will be champion. Is that something like you where it's just always been there in the back of your mind that I'm meant for this? This, this is my story. I'm gonna get there.
Yes, I do have that. I'm a believer in manifestation. Also in a believer in controlling your environment simply by the way you think, controlling your changing. Anyway, having a perspective, the right perspective to be specific. I'm huge on that. So I always think about that title, that win, whoever it is. I've put plenty of people in that spot. I put, of course, Izzy. I put Paulo. I put Robert there, and I won that belt. And I've had them raise my hand. Dana put the belt around my waist. Me look down and touch that belt. Look up at the sky. Give praise and thanks to to all those who allowed me to be here. You know what I'm saying? My family, my friends, my ancestors, the Neteru, just envisioning that. The fight, of course, is always great envisioning that fight because fighting, I love it, and it always goes my way. So just trying to really bring that out into this real 3D world.
Now, revisiting the Whittaker fight, I mentioned there, you had a surge in round 3. Do you feel like if that's a 5-round fight, that's your fight?
Potentially, yeah. He was getting tired. I found my mark. I hit him with a nice clean jab and, wobbled his legs a little bit and put him on his heels. Potentially, yeah. The potential was definitely there. The possibility was high for me too. So, but Robert, luckily for him, it was 3 rounds. He made the right move. He started wrestling at the end, shooting for the hips. Smart man.
Yeah. When you look at Kelvin Gastelum, who's been at this level before, when I mean this, I mean, the title contention, the elite, he fought for an interim title. But do you think Kelvin Gastelum is still at this level? Because the losses have piled up, even though I saw with my eyes, Jared Cannonier, when he fought Adesanya, he fought like a champion. Let's bring the man his flowers. Kelvin Gastelum fought like a damn champion that night. Is he still that guy though?
Absolutely. Excuse me. I think he's better than that guy. I know hadn't had the best of luck in his last 3-4 fights, but look who those fights have been. Look who those fights have been against, and I won't take anything away from him for losing a fight against guys. I think he's better. He better be better. Training at Kings. I would be better, but if he's not, man, good for me. Even better.
You could make the argument that this is must win for him. That the losses have piled up, but against great competition, do you expect a desperate opponent in front of you?
Maybe. To be honest, no. I think at this level, at the highest level, guys don't get desperate. They just they have to get smarter. When you get desperate, you make mistakes. You can't do that at this level. So I'm not going to say I expect him to come out hard and heavy trying to, put a stamp on it. But he does come out pretty aggressive in the first throws of the rounds. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth round. He comes out pretty with killer intent. And then he settles down a little bit, and then he may bring it back up depending on how the fight goes. So not to say that that's what I expect, but I expect, that energy at the beginning, unless I can stop it right there at the door, which is what I plan to do. And all downhill from there.
What do you miss most about your days in Alaska?
There's a few things I miss. I do miss training with the team back there at Legacy. I miss those guys. It was always fun spending those nights, putting in that sweat equity, you know, and then hanging out with them afterwards. What else do I miss about Alaska? I missed summers. Summers were really nice. I miss salmon, fresh salmon, not the shit that they get down here. I miss fresh air. I miss all the trees.
What about all those days of darkness, though? Right?
I don't miss that. No.
No.
Especially me as a dark pigmented person living that far north. I wasn't getting nearly enough sun and vitamin D as I should. Anybody who knows anything about themselves, about biology, knows that darker pigment people who live above the is it the third parallel, are definitely going to be vitamin D deficient in the fall and winter time, which will lead to immune deficiency, which will lead to what we have going on here now today. But especially in the north. But no, I do miss those aspects of Alaska, which is why I still own my house there, because I plan on going there and coming back and going here and going there. You know, the world is my home. I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas, but this whole planet is my home, and I should be able to go anywhere I want to. The fact that we got borders and stuff like that say that I can't come in, I believe is bullshit. I understand why they're there, for security reasons, also for control reasons. But outside of that, you know, I love Phoenix. I love the sun. I love the heat. And I love the MMA lab.
All right, good stuff right there. Your great journey to get to this point, of course, was much talked about, the transition from heavyweight all the way down to middleweight. Do you miss any of the like eat whatever you want days? Because you know, I just got diagnosed with a fatty liver, and I can't be eating fast food anymore. And it's killing me. Did
you get that? Is that fatty liver from fast food, or is it from alcohol? No, you get
it's the non-alcoholic. It's the gas station food kind, bro.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
I had a mistress, and she was called 2 hot dogs for $1. You know what I mean?
I remember that one. I remember her. I think I met her before. I think I knew her in college, actually.
Yeah.
No, I do not.
She'll take your soul if you let her. But Jared, don't you let her.
She'll slowly take it out of you, and then give you cancer in return, and diabetes and a whole bunch of other things. No, I don't miss him. I don't miss eating whatever I want to, because again, my perspective have changed. I realized what I was doing to myself, and I won't go back to that. I don't want to go back to that. I do like eating, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I like a tasty food, but I won't go back to McDonald's. Not only is the food bad for you, but I've gone down a few rabbit holes, and yeah. I feel
like you and I could get a spin-off conspiracy pod going. We'll probably lose our jobs, but it'd be great, man. It'd be great, you know.
I won't lose my job. I can't.
That's true. That's true. Fighters can just say what they want. It's great. So speaking of you as a free spirit, a spiritual guy, the crystals, all that. My man Rashad Evans, you remember him, former UFC champion.
Yeah.
He's into the psychoactive drugs as healing, licking the toad, going through the experience of seeing yourself from the outside in. Do you think that's something that are you into that? And do you think that's something that can heal the PTSD, some of the things, you know, the CTE, some of the negative sides of the fight game in the long run?
Well, my ancestors have used psychedelics for going back, you know, millenniums, a bunch of millennium, not just one millennium, like 20, 30 millennium back, you know, I mean, even before then. So I do believe in psychedelics, but not the synthetic ones. You know, you got people popping Molly, talking about, whoa, I found myself.
You found a rave. That's what you found, sir. Okay.
And maybe so. I don't know. I don't fuck with synthetics. Me, I'm a natural guy. It's flour for me, or shrooms, but that's it. That's all I've ever dabbled in, if you will. As far as psychedelics, man, I think only people at certain stages of their lives, should partake in it. But now, you know, we got kids on it, on all kinds of crap. And me, I'm 37 years old. I'm from a completely different. I'm like two generations removed from the new kids, kids growing into adulthood, and just like the ones who came before me, it's scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
Just the same ones, the same thing they said about me coming up, But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Maybe these people will come back and really change the world, because one thing is for sure, we are seeing a lot of changes going on, whether we like them or not. It's changes happening. So me personally, I don't like all the changes I'm seeing, but one thing I do know is that discomfort is a great catalyst for growth and advancement and elevation, if you will. So hopefully that's what we're going through right now.
What has been the most important moment for you in your life outside the cage that you think did the most to make you the fighter and the man that you are now, to fulfill your goals and chase after this middleweight title? Some people have a profound turning moment in their lives, a rebirth, a rock bottom. Is there anything like that in the Jared Cannonier story?
I would say, I wouldn't say like a rebirth or rock bottom. I would say more of a realization, multiple realizations. One, again, in the Army, where I got my first physical hands-on experience with martial arts, major realization. That's when I really decided, yes, I'm going to do this with my body. There's nothing that's going to stop me. And anybody who tries to stop me is opposition. And what I do with opposition is aim and fire. But I haven't had any opposition, to me doing this martial arts, thank goodness. So that was one. The second was when I moved down here to Phoenix. I quit my full-time job, so I had a lot of time to myself, and a lot of isolation, if you will. And anybody who's been isolated and has gone through an isolation and grown out of the isolation and knows the benefits of isolating oneself, knows exactly what I'm talking about. So not only in my isolation that I find a better way, I found true history, if you will. So I started looking back into what's really going on. And it gives me, of course, I didn't know my real history until I came down here and got it myself, because public school didn't give it to me. TV ain't gonna give it to you. They give you the fictionalized version of it, and no. But even still, even in my research, I might not even have the 100% true story, but I have my perspective, and I'm gonna go with it. And with that perspective, I see what I want to do with myself and where I want to go in the future. And it just took away all of my inhibitions of trying to bring that out of myself. Still a lot of changes to make in my life, but I know I'm on the right road.
Good stuff. Deep stuff right there. Great chatting with you, Jared Cannonier. Of course, this Saturday, you and Kelvin Gastelum, main event, UFC Fight Night, Las Vegas at the Apex. In closing, what can we expect when you and Gastelum touch gloves Saturday night?
Fireworks, sparks, lightning, a good ass show. It's going to be a badass fight. Everybody knows what Kelvin brings to the equation. Everybody knows, or thinks they know, what I bring to the equation, but only us two know what we bring to the equation. And the fact that we have both signed on the dotted line to come into this main event and put on the show for the millions of fans who are going to be watching is enough to say that it's going to be a banger, man. Kelvin throws down, and I get it on. I get it in, and I plan on, again, doing to him what I intended to do to Robert before I broke my arm.
Kelvin about to fuck around and get crystallized. You know what I'm saying? This could be it. This could be it. Jared, thank you, sir, for the time. Okay. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thanks again.